With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Oh, that's they just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Cottrell. He'll have a first down past the 40. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They go play action now. Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it up. And he will finally get it as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
First down, Cottrell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Minshew on 1st and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Lambeau now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Jaguars 7, Steelers nothing.
The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Hey, bro, you good, dog?
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On second down, here's Wilson. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cottrell. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to give this time to the tailback. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 7, Steelers 0.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Steelers 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. For that last pass, CD, he just added another notch to the old belt. What a career it's been. He's over 35,000 career passing yards now.
And when you say that number, over 35,000 yards, how many people have done that prior to him?
Right around 30.
Boy, that's a pretty good number. Now you're into a membership that means you've done a heck of a job in this league for a decent amount of time. You're recognized as one of the better players.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
First down, Pittsburgh.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a give, right side. Cottrell, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Steelers nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Aaron Lynch able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chubb. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. They'll run on 1st down. Cottrell, and he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They run. Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard. enough that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Play action. It's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour.
Josh Lambo
elbow now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They go play action with Wilson.
Well, plays like that, Charles. No.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Joe Schobert coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Wilson. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback. Your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On 1st down, Cottrell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second and 8.
This up to the 48-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big 3rd down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Cottrell. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. The gun. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Short little throw to Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
With the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Now in desperation. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Wilson. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
21. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jaguars, the win is their 8th on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.